Ahoy, loyal sailors! Today we'll be taking on the roles of sailors, pirates, and cultists trying to get to our prospective spot on the map. And whoever gets there will be declared the winner. Welcome to Feed the Kraken! Ahoy, sailors! This is a social deduction game. So we're going to introduce all of our players. My name is Pirate McEyepatch, and I'm just going to be narrating the story for today. Let's go around the table and meet the other sailors. Arr! Hey, I am Dean, co-host of Meepletown, and normally it's just John and I making these videos. Unfortunately, we had to bring in some other characters today, so I don't know how excited I am about that.
All right, I'm John, also co-host of Meepletown, and I do have to say, Pirate McEyepatch? Is that right? You're allowed to talk from the background.
Pirate McEyepatch.
Pirate McEyepatch is literally the worst name you could ever make for a pirate in the history of pirates.
Hey, my name's Chip. Nice to meet me. And I'm getting on the ship because I hear there's some amazing waves out on the Eastern Islands, so I thought I would hop aboard the ship. So thanks for having me. Oh boy, my name's Ricky House. Thanks for having me. Huh?
Right, I'm Coach. Let's play ball. All right, Meepletown, so we have Feed the Kraken set up. We're ready to play this thing. So what has taken place to get this game set up and ready to play is, first of all the players have a secret role. And in a 6-player game like we're playing, 3 players are sailors, 2 players are pirates, and 1 player is a cult leader. So the sailors want to get this ship right here to sail to Blue Water Bay, and this will be a sailor victory if you get into one of these 3 spots. The pirates, the same exact thing, except for they want to come over to Crimson Cove, and they're going to try to get in one of these 3 spots. The cult leader can win with one of 2 different conditions. One is they get to this cult leader spot right here in the north. Or if they get to one of these Kraken spots and the captain throws them overboard. And why would the captain throw them overboard? Because they don't know who the cult leader is. If the cult leader gets thrown overboard and fed to the Kraken, they become one with the Kraken or some glorious thing like that, and they actually win the game. So with that being said, all players have their secret roles. No one else knows who anyone is, except for in the very beginning of this game, the pirates will get to see who they are in just a moment. Everyone starts with 3 guns, and in a 6-player game like this, you're going to keep all 3 guns. There is no reloading of the guns. In the longer journey, the guns will reload about halfway through, but not in this 6-player game. So this is going to happen, and everyone has their own card here that is going to provide a one-time benefit. It can be played only once in the game, and it's going to potentially epically swing the game. It can be really important on how those are played. With that being said, let's go ahead and let the pirates see who they are.
Now, Pirate McEyepatch wants everybody to close their eyes. Pirates, open your eyes. See who your teammate is. Now, everyone, open your eyes.
All right, so as your captain, I don't know why you'd want to choose another captain at this point in time, but I guess we can. But the first thing I'm going to do as your captain is I'm going to choose who is the lieutenant and who's the navigator. And I'm thinking right now, I have no idea who anyone is. It's kind of, all right, I'm going to decide, I'm going to make old Ricky the lieutenant, and I'm going to make Coach. Coach? Ooh, stomach's growling a little bit there. Whoa, I'm going to make Coach the navigator. So at this point in the game, all players are going to put their hands in, and we're going to see if a mutiny takes place. Every player, as I mentioned earlier, has 3 guns. You can play none, 1, 2, or all 3 of your guns. However, as I mentioned, you only get to get your gun. You never get your guns back in this game unless there's a special card that allows you to do so, or some of these cards will allow you to do so. So it's possible to get some guns back, but it's possible you could never get guns back in this game. So if 3 guns show up between all 6 players right now, as we see if the mutiny happens, then there's a mutiny against me, the captain, and I am no longer the captain. And the player who gave the most guns now becomes the captain. So I say, let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. All right, so now is the question of loyalty. Will everyone be loyal to me as your captain? Now, normally, everyone puts their hands in at the same time, like so. And then we all reveal the hands. But because of arms and not having enough, but these characters are actually real people. We're going to have to do them one at a time and reveal. But all the hands are in together virtually right now, hypothetically. So, as a captain, I do not form a mutiny against myself. So we're going to start with Chip. Ah, okay. All right. Thanks, Chip. Thanks for being loyal. Ninja, are you kidding me? You have no clue who I am, Dean. Have no clue who I am. Why are you putting 2 guns in? All right, Ricky, show me your loyalty. I made you the lieutenant. Come on. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, Coach. I made you navigator. You want to be loyal to your captain, right? Dean, for the sake of Meepletown. Come on, man. Come on. Yes! Arr, I'm your captain, and now I'm going to cut all your throats out.
Wait, what?
All right, so what now takes place since I'm the captain is I'm going to draw 2 of these navigation cards. I'm going to look at them, and I'm going to select one. I'm going to place one throw one into the deep sea. And then I'm going to place one into the captain's logbook. So let's do that right now. Then my lieutenant, Ricky Rouse, is going to do the exact same. Oh, I keep calling him Ricky Rouse. Ricky House, sorry. This is Dean's real name for his real character. Ricky House is going to do the same exact thing that I just did.
Oh boy, now I get to draw cards. Oh. Oh boy.
All right, so as a coach, I'm the navigator. I think I might be a pirate, coach. All right, so I'm gonna pick which one of these cards we're gonna play. And I'm gonna put another one into the deep sea. And then we're gonna reveal. Is everyone ready for the reveal? East, because I'm a sailor.
Oh boy, that was my card.
Well, also the negative is I do lose a gun, which shows that I am a sailor. Because I would not want us to sail. I'm going to move it. I wouldn't want us to sail over here and be willing to lose my gun if I wasn't a sailor. So here it goes. My gun's gone. That means, for sure, I'm a sailor. Coach, you are the man. I'm a sailor too. Thank you for moving us this way. We're heading to victory, baby. We're heading to victory.
I don't know. I'm not convinced. I mean, I'm thankful that Coach picked the right direction because I'm a sailor for sure. But just because he picked the direction east doesn't mean he's not a pirate. Am I right? Guys, John, you with me? He's with me. Big deal. Of course he went east. It's the first turn of the game. I mean, Coach, what was even in the box? Probably 2 blue cards. Am I right?
Shit. You're exactly right. It was 2 blue. I'm guessing right now that old Ricky, me, and John, we're all sailors.
So Spicy Chip and the crew, they began to move the ship, arguing along the way. First, they head east, then north. But when they go north, the cult leader decides to draft somebody to be on their side. We don't know who that is yet. We'll find out. Then the captain and the navigator and lieutenant continue to change, and they head west, and then west again. And here we are, 2 spaces away from a pirate victory, 2 spaces away from a sailor victory, and 2 spaces away from the Kraken. And here we are. All right, so here I am as the captain, and I know, obviously I want the sailor victory. And so this is tough because I'd like to move east to be able to go towards Blue Water Bay. If we move west, that's bad because we're going towards the Crimson Cove for a pirate victory, and we're only 2 spaces away. The problem is, if we go north, we have a chance to again win by going as a sailor victory, but if we move north, we're going to go through that yellow spot, which means that potentially we could get another cultist, and this is tough. But I think our best option, and this is why you should keep me as your captain, is because I'm going to make sure to put a blue card in there so that we can go towards a sailor victory, even though we might accidentally throw the wrong character over, but I'm pretty sure I know who is on my loyal team. That's why you should keep me as your captain. All right, so before we do the loyalty check, I'm going to need to pick who my people are going to be. And again, I feel very confident in Coach, and I feel confident in John. I don't know about anybody else. I have my suspicions, but I'm not going to reveal those. So I'm going to pick Coach as my navigator. I'm going to pick John as the lieutenant because I'm not quite as confident in him picking the right direction. Let's go from here. All right, now on to the loyalty check. Dean, bro, I'm so glad you're the captain. I just don't think you're making the right choice about picking Coach as the navigator. I can't trust him. He's going to lead us to a pirate victory, and bro, I just want to surf the waves at Blue Water Bay.
You lazy surfing hippie. I am a sailor, and I've always been a sailor, and I've always been true. And if I hear one more word for you, you're going to stop, you're going to drop, and because you're lazy behind on the floor, and you're going to give me about 150, because I'm a sailor. Dean, dude. Oh, I first of all, I think you're a sailor, but in this game, you just never know. But man, I think I got to go with you because of Lieutenant. I am a little bit nervous. About Coach over here because we had that cult ritual, and there's a time or two I've been nervous he might be a pirate too. But I do think overall I'm with you, bro. I really think. Even though I have those things in the back of my head, Dean, I do think this is the right choice. I'm with you 100%.
All right. I mean, you guys might be right. I don't know. This is tricky. I don't know. The part that makes me nervous now, though, is we got Coach over here with 3 guns because of the gunslinger card that he played earlier. I don't know. We're just gonna have to call for it. Let's call for a vote. That's what we got to do. All right. Put your guns in. All right, John. Show me your guns. No guns. All right. All right, Ninja. Let's see your guns. Or no guns. All right. Ninja, are you kidding me? Why in the world would you do that? We're trying to have a victory in the Sailor Bay, in the Sailor Blue Water Bay. What? Say something. All right, Chip. Let's see what you got. Yep. I knew that was going to be the case. Not good, guys. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But I know that you wanted to keep me as a captain, so... All right. Thanks, Chip. All right, Ricky House, let's see what you got. Are you kidding? Nobody trusts me. All right, now I'm really worried because everybody knows that Coach has 3 guns, and what we for sure don't want to happen is, if you all are right, is for Coach to take over as captain right now. This is a little nerve-wracking. Maybe I was wrong about this. So, Coach... All right, Coach, let's see what you got. Oh, no. Oh, I was probably wrong about this. Oh, come on. Let's hope that I can still trust Coach. Coach is the captain.
Dean, I love you, and I loved while we were working together, but I'm the captain now, baby. Oh, I'm the captain now. Dude, Coach, you sack of manure. Nothing for us to do, I don't think, Dean. All the guns are gone. I've got 1 gun left. So there can't even be a loyalty. We can't even overthrow them unless we have a card, but we've both used ours. You have totally ruined this game for us, Coach. You're the worst. All right, so now I'm the captain, and I know that Chip, he's a pirate with me, so I'm gonna make him my navigator. I mean, the cat's out of the bag. I'm not a sailor. I'm a pirate now. And then I think I'm gonna make old Ninja the lieutenant. So Chip is gonna be able to pick where we go, and yeah, the ninja, he's gonna put some cards in there. All right, and honestly, there's no need for a loyalty check because no one has any guns except John, and you only got one.
Oh boy, I'm gonna play the smuggler card. I'm gonna make Coach draw 3 cards this time.
All right, so I get 3 cards. Thank you there, Ricky Mouse. And I think we're gonna go, All right, we'll discard those 2 to the deep sea. And I'll place one in the captain's logbook.
All right, bros, I'm gonna draw my cards, but I don't think he's a pirate. I think he's trying to throw us off. I really need to draw a yellow card. Oh, no. All right, I'm just gonna have to throw this one in there. I don't think this is gonna end well.
Of course, it doesn't matter. We're not going to win the game anyways. Attaboy, Ninja. Good choice. You really knocked this one out of the park.
Guess all we can hope for is that the coach isn't a cult follower, but I don't like how this is going. Oh boy!
All right, well, now that we're going west, we're into the Kraken spot. So that means I throw someone overboard. And I'm gonna throw a Ricky House.
All right, oh boy, time to jump in the water. Everyone want to see what I am? Oh, I'm a cult leader.
And guess what? I was a cult follower, so I win too. The coach wins. The coach, a home run, a 3-pointer, a field goal. Coach wins. A coach wins.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knew that. That was my bad. I lost us the game. Dean, of course he was the cult leader. Come on.
Coach, you're an idiot. Dean, I hate that coach.
Way to go, Coach! All right, high five! Coach? High five, Coach!
All right, so that was either the most epic...
What was that?
Epic Meepletown video ever, or the most epically bad Meepletown video ever. Yeah. Those guys were some jerks.
Yeah, the Ricky House guy, I like that guy. He was...
he annoyed me. That guy was that was awful. The coach was a daggum celebrating over there. He was... And then Chip was just...
amazing.
There's some... I don't think I'm ever inviting those guys over to play games with us again.
No, we're going to have to find some new people to play games with, I'm pretty sure.
All right, Dean, so let's go ahead and before we talk about the gameplay and what we think about this game in those terms, let's talk about the art and components, though, because this is a prototype. Mostly all we can talk about is the art.
Yes.
So what do you think about the art in this game?
Yeah, I really love the art. Now, you know, the map is mostly just water hexes, but the detail that you get in the islands, like if you really look at those islands and on both sides and also where you start, I think it's really cool. I like it a lot. The art in the cards, I think, is really well done. The iconography is well done. You know, you do have the icons on those cards that need to be clear. To be able to see, you know, especially because you want to know without having to look at the box, that might, you know, potentially throw you off a little bit. So, so I think it's all really well done for what the production is right now for this style of game. It's top notch, I think.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be 2 versions of this. Obviously, if you're watching this, you know that. So again, it's hard to talk about the components because these are 3D printed. But I agree with Dean. I think the art is awesome. And here, the thing is, I mean, it's awesome. This art is fantastic, actually. Just like, I mean, when Funtails came out with Glenmore 2, it was just phenomenal. That's why, I also, just honestly, I just trust them with the components because of that. Because with Glenmore 2, I love their components. So, yeah, absolutely. Can't really talk about components, but I can say I really like the art in this.
Yeah, but what about the gameplay? Does it match up? Now, this isn't your style of game, John.
Okay, this is interesting, y'all, because I am not, all right, I'm not a deduction hater. I'm not. Social deduction. But it's also not my favorite style of game. And so I honestly, when Funtails, I was hopeful because of how good Glenmore 2 was. That this was going to be...
But it's totally different.
I know, that this was going to be really good. And I was hopeful, but honestly, I was not as excited about this one than Glenmore 2. I've played this game so many times now, Dean.
Yeah.
So I've played this prototype to where I was a little nervous that it might get wore out before we actually recorded this video. Because this is absolutely a deadgum blast.
It is. You're absolutely right.
And what I like about the gameplay, man, is that there's so many different things going on that you can kind of lie and deceive about. Mm-hmm. Like there's a lot of games that have social deduction. It just, I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot of different strategies that you can take. But I'll give you one quick example, then you can kind of share some of your thoughts. Is not only do you go north, south, east, or west, but you have these little icons here.
You actually don't go south, but...
Did I say south?
You did.
Oh, north, south, or east. Nope. North, east, or west.
There you go.
These icons are really interesting because you saw that one gun got taken away from the coach. Now, he could have lied and gone towards the pirates' direction early and said, hey, there was a navigator thing where I would lose one of my guns, and I just didn't think it was worth it at this point in the game to go east and lose a gun. Because as you can tell in this game, especially with 6 players, you only have 3 guns mostly in this game, so that's an epic loss. Or like this one, the captain gets drunk and the captain shifts. So someone could be like, hey, Dean, I just wanted Dean to be my captain. And so the game gives you a lot of outs for why you did certain things, which leaves you literally guessing to the very end of this game.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, almost every time I play, there's some, even no matter how much I think I know who is who and all that kind of stuff, I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, even when you land on this tile and you get to look and see who somebody is. So John might have looked at this tile and said, I want to look in Dean's bag. And you look in my bag and says out loud, this is what Dean is. Not everybody's going to believe that. And in fact, oftentimes you're not going to, because then, John could be the pirate. Like everything about all the things you just said are incredible and way better done than any other social deduction game that I've played.
I just want to jump in and say there was a time whenever Dean was playing, and I can't remember, who were you playing with, Dean? When we were playing online, and they were both pirates. And so what ended up happening was he opened up the thing and saw Dean's. He purposely chose Dean, even though he knew Dean was a pirate. And they bickered back and forth the entire game, fighting about who the pirate was, leaving us all going, well, one of them's a pirate, with us all not realizing that both of them were pirates the whole time. Now, I don't think it was Hans who did that.
Okay. I can't remember.
Anyways, it was just like, that was actually a brilliant play in this game.
It's so well done. Now, I am a big social deduction fan. I've really enjoyed, I've played a lot of Mafia and Werewolf and One Night Werewolf and, Resistance. I played all Avalon. All of those I've played a bunch because I really like them. This is, and we don't give our final ratings for these games, but I'll definitely give some strong thoughts on this. This is by far the best social deduction game that I've played for those reasons. Oftentimes you have an idea, and in a lot of other games, okay, we figured out this person, now we can move on. You still might have a question there, but this one is that to the extreme. Like you really, just when you think you have things figured out, something happens that really changes that, which is amazing. It's really difficult to do that, but the way the cards play out, they did it well.
Well, and that's the thing is it's also ever evolving, because in the game that we played, Coach got converted to a cult follower. So you may know who someone is, but then, and it doesn't always happen. The cult rituals don't always happen. But when you go north, you do a cult ritual. And we didn't explain that because the whole thing, you're going to flip 5 cards over. 3 of them, if one of the 3 come out that has this little fist thing or whatever with a snake, means that you're going to do a cult ritual. Someone's going to tickle the other person's hand, and they're going to become a cult follower. And no one knows what's happening. So even the pirates can know who the pirates are. But now Chip over here is like, dang, did Ninja get converted?
Right.
And like you're trying to get. And so it's like, even when you think it, it can totally change. And if we would have gone north, someone else would have potentially gotten converted.
That's right.
And so you're making those, interesting decisions. And then these cards are cool too.
Yeah, they are. They really changed the game quite a bit. You can get more guns. You can take things from people. You can, we've had the card where you're giving somebody else a couple, extra navigator cards to look at. So there's lots of different things. And with the Kickstarter, there's going to be more that come out that we didn't have to the table, and who knows what's going to pan out there. But one thing we didn't mention, so it's not on this board, but if you have the other longer side, you have a spot where you can actually cut somebody's tongue out. And so if you've got somebody that's talking
and flog people as well.
Right, you can flog people as well. So to find out the loyalty. With the cutting out the tongue, if you have somebody, let's say you're a pirate and you have a very strong sailor, and you know that they're either a sailor or a cultist, you know who the other pirates are, you might think, I'm going to cut their tongue out because they're going to end up losing the game for us, which really changes it a lot too.
It does.
Now, here's the thing. If you get thrown overboard or if you get your tongue cut out, those are both happening towards the end of the game. And so it's not the end of the world. Like, you can have player elimination in this game. If we would have thrown the wrong person over, if it wasn't the cult leader.
It's always before potentially a last spot. Though it could go from here to here to here.
But it's going to be really
a couple of
close
rounds at most
to the end of the game. And getting your tongue out could happen more in the middle of the game, depending on how fast you play and how fast you get to the coast after that point. But you're still playing it. You're still in it. You just can't say anything, which is really interesting. I thought I wouldn't like that, but I actually liked it quite a bit.
I like it unless I get my tongue cut out.
Yes.
And then it does. It puts a little damper on the game for me because I like to talk a lot.
I don't know. I don't think it's the end of the world though, because you're still in it and you can still sway things.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, and then the flogging allows you to basically know what someone is not. Like one of the three things that they're not, which is kind of interesting. And it's really hard, Dean, to play this game and not get thematic, not start making and I think it's fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
I will say this. So one argument that people have when they really don't like social deduction games is those heated debates that you end up in, and sometimes they can last a really long time, and you're going to have, if you don't like these type of games, and that's why, you're going to be like, okay, let's get this game moving. Let's keep this moving along. I don't think that this game is going to change your mind about that. Like, if you're playing with a group that takes a really long time to argue and you already don't like social deduction games, I don't think this is going to automatically make you like social deduction games. But what I think you need is to have people that can really move those conversations along. Sure. Not just for this game, but for all social deduction games. You need to have somebody that keeps the conversation moving. And that could sway your vote. But again, if you don't like social deduction, I don't know if this is really going to change your mind on it.
No, and I've had this played, I've had my family play this quite a bit during COVID. And we have different types of players. We have the players that just don't like social deduction still don't like this game.
Yep.
I mean, they're just like, oh, I just don't like that arguing. I don't like lying. I don't like deceiving. That's not very fun. But the ones who do like social deduction absolutely love this game. Like, seriously, this is for my kids, this is 100%, and they're 10 and 12 and 7. The 7-year-old kind of just plays on a team. This is the most requested game by far in the family. Yeah. Like, I want to play Feed the Kraken, I want to play Feed the Kraken, I want to play Feed the Kraken, which is cool for them. And for someone, so if you don't like social deduction at all, I don't think this changes your mind. Mm-hmm. If you're someone like me, though, who likes social deduction fine, but it's not your favorite, I'm going to say this, with this grain of salt, or with this caveat. I have played a decent amount of social deduction games, but not crazy. Like, I haven't gone crazy on because I don't love them. This is my favorite one. I'll just be honest. This is literally my favorite social deduction game that I have ever played. The only negatives, I think, for me would be the length of game.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're going to play coup or something like that you could get done really, really quick. But this is just so much better than those games, than coup and the Resistance. That I just honestly, if I want to play social deduction, unless I just don't have time right now, hands down, seriously, I'm absolutely going to play this game. So
yeah, this can actually be a social deduction game that you make the headliner. Like, this is the main course of your gaming night for sure, because it's going to take hours. It's going to take sometimes a few hours. It's going to take a while.
It just depends on the group.
It does depend on the
Sometimes
group.
Sometimes it can go. I don't remember what they say this is, like an hour to some, I don't know, but I've had groups take a really long time, and it didn't feel like that. I didn't mean to interrupt you. It didn't feel like that because the reason it took a long time is because we're all having this heated debate,
right?
And so it felt great. I was glad it lasted 3 hours. It was fun. Sorry,
but again, going back to what you're saying, if you don't like that, then that's going to be a slog, and you're going to hate it probably, right? But if you like this can be very much a main course game for the night if you have the right group. And I definitely, we both really recommend this one. Again, no final scores on this, but we like it quite a bit. So check it out if this seems like it's your thing. John, tell people how they can get in touch with us.
If you're enjoying our nonsensical channel, you can subscribe to it. Also, you can go to MeepleTownGames.com to check out all of our stuff. We're at Meepletown Games on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we're Board Game Geek Guild 3407.
Thanks for coming down to Meepletown.
Thanks for joining us, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at Meepletown Games, and connect with us on the Meepletown Guild, Guild number 3407, at BoardGameGeek.com, and also subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel. And until next time, thanks for coming down to Meepletown.